All right, you're good.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this short notice call. We were sort of brainstorming over the weekend and realizing that we're already at the end of our journey with the Ultimate Reset and that we needed to share how we feel on it with all of you, and that you all need to jump on board ASAP. So thank you guys on such short notice for getting on. And for those of you that can't, you'll have the recording. But as you all know, Christy and Bim/Kim and I are on the Ultimate Reset. And I know that Kate Goring just finished hers up too. I'm not sure if she's able to get on the call, but we have found that this product is amazing. And it's a gem that we've had for years. It's one of our best products, but it's one of those programs that we all hear about and we're like, oh yeah, then there's the Ultimate Reset. So you kind of just like shove it aside because you're like, that's this big scary program that no one wants to do and no one wants to touch with a 10-foot pole. But what I want to do tonight is just kind of educate you guys between the three of us, share our journeys and our experiences, answer questions for you all, because I think that, you know, we've done a lot of programs and we're kind of like at this lull right now waiting for a new program to come out. And I feel like now is the time that we should jump into our old programs that are amazing and share them, because this is one of our best products that some of us haven't even touched. It may be something you're not ready for, and that's fine. And I'm not saying everyone needs to stop and do this right now, but I just think you should think about it. And at some point in your Beachbody journey, do it. But you can at least take our journeys and share our journeys with other people, because in this business, you know, every program is not going to be your favorite, okay? And every program, it may not be a good fit for you, but it might be a good fit for someone else. So as coaches, it's our job to serve other people and to help other people. And that might be doing something you don't want to do. I did not want to do Country Heat, okay? I was like, this is not my program. This is not going to sell anything. Like, who am I going to reach? But I was like, you know what? There are other people that are scared to work out. There are other people that this might reach. Did I sell a ton of challenge packs? No, I maybe sold about 6 of them, 6 like individual base kits, but that's okay. You know, like I'm at least reaching other people. So I feel like with something like this, there's a lot of people that don't want to work out. There's a lot of people that just don't know where to start and they need something big to get them started on their journey. So this is a good program for them. So, with all that being said, oh, and not to mention, it is an expensive program, okay? It costs, for the challenge, there's a challenge pack, and then there's like a complete kit. There's the complete kit, runs about $200, and then the challenge pack is $275. So if you're doing the math in your head, you're realizing that the PV is high. So the PV is about 150 on the low end up to, I think I looked, it's 248. So that's a light bulb right there, just to give you a heads up. I mean, all of us know that like it's kind of a slow time of year and volume is low. So what does that mean? Let's bring the volume up with a big product. If I think that if we all get on board and we all do it, then our team's going to want to do it, and then we're going to be able to help other people and find out, be able to sell to them, which again is going to increase our volume. So these are things to think about, you know, and that's, I think all of us, I don't know, you know, Kim and Chrissy will talk about their story, but for me personally, I was in a place where my weight got really high. I like to party. You guys know that. I like to have a good time. I like to splurge. I know how to get on track, but I just kind of got out of control. My weight crept up on me. I wasn't sleeping good. When I sleep, I don't feel rested. I had headaches all the time. I just for the last year have not felt good, like about myself, just internally. So I felt like I needed to flush my system and kind of start fresh and lose a little bit of weight at the same time. So, so far I feel amazing, but I'm on day 13. I wanted to show you the program a little bit. I'm going to talk about phase 1, and then we're going to divide up and talk about the other phases. But basically what it is, it's 21 days. They divide it into 3 groups, 3 phases. The first phase, you're basically just learning to eat clean, and you're eating meats, you're eating dairy, you're eating grains, you're eating regular food the whole time. As you get to different phases, you start eliminating things. But the first phase is pretty normal. I mean, it gives you a book. It's like a Bible, which is, personally, I find it a little bit hard to follow because I feel like I'm flipping back and forth all day long. But it gives you pretty much day to day what you're going to eat. And you're eating real food. It's not like the Refresh where you're eating fruits and veggies and healthy fat and a bunch of powders. You're eating breakfast, you're eating lunch, you're eating a snack, you're eating dinner, and you're taking some supplements. But you're eating really good food, I have to say. There's foods I've never even heard of before that you just try. There's some you like and some you don't like, and you just kind of repeat. Kim and Chrissy have helped me a lot because I'm like very by the book. And I'm like, guys, I can't find this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't eat it. And they're like, just make something else, Jenny. And I'm like, okay. So, but it lays it out for you exactly what to eat and drink every day. Like I'll show you, like this is just like day one, but it breaks it out for you what you're going to eat. So you start off, you can eat meats and seafood and stuff in the first phase. So you get this big box, which you've probably seen in all of our videos. And you're going to take these optimized pills before every meal. And you're going to drink a lot of water, distilled water only. You're going to put, I don't have it in front of me, but this Mineralize, you are going to put in, I buy the big gallons of water. I'm sure that's what they're doing too. And you put your Mineralize in. Mineralize is really just salt. It's Himalayan sea salt. So what the purpose of this whole cleanse is to rid your body of all the toxins, which means also out of your food. So water, all the processed foods, all of that stuff has toxins in it. So it's water that's stripped of all those toxins. So you're just putting in the sea salt that helps your body sort of absorb a little bit better. So I get the big gallon and I drink, I'm actually up to like a gallon and a half a day right now because I'm so thirsty all the time. But so you drink that, you take your 2 pills, and you eat your breakfast. Everything's broken out for you. You wait a couple hours. The only thing that I miss for me personally is I really miss my snack in the morning. There's no snack. There's breakfast, and then you go right to lunch, like 5 hours later. So that's kind of an adjustment. You just drink a lot of water. If you get really hungry, I find some kind of vegetable to eat because I'm like, that happens. And then at lunch, you're going to have your lunch that they tell you to eat. And then the afternoon, again, you're going to have your pills again. And then the afternoon, you're going to have, you can have a snack, which is either in the book or you can have your Shakeology. It must be vegan Shakeology and only a half a scoop, which to me, I was like, oh my God, but it's better than nothing. I'm so glad I get to have my Shakeology. And I think that really helps give me that boost in the afternoon.
Jenny,
and then you're
can't you isn't it a full scoop the first 2 weeks and then the third week is half a scoop?
I thought it was only half a scoop the whole time. So I've only been doing half a scoop the whole time.
I'll double check, but I think it was
maybe I read that wrong, babe.
I've been doing a full scoop.
Yeah.
Have you? Well, I've only been doing a half. So I may have been missing out for 2 weeks. And then you're going to take this Power Green drink in the afternoon, which Kim will tell you is amazeballs.
I don't like it, so I mix it in with my shake. So that's where I don't follow the directions on that part.
He mixes it with a shake. It's very, it will tell you, it says it has spinach powder, cucumber powder. It's real vegetables like ground up. So it's like a little, I don't know, to me it tastes like a little garlicky almost, but I don't think it's that bad. It's very watery. She doesn't like it. I wouldn't just drink it to drink it, but you mix it with 4 ounces of cold water and I just chug it. It's very watery. It's not like the Refresh and the Fiber Food. For me, the Fiber Food is too thick and it makes me want to gag. This is not like that. So I just chug it. They actually tell you at corporate, they have like their own challenge group, so to speak. And they were like, if you have problems in your gagging, just hold your nose, chug it, and then suck on a lemon. Like you're doing a shot, basically. So some people have a problem with that. I personally don't. I don't know about Christy, but it's not terrible to me.
You don't have a problem with swallowing, you said, Jenny? The Power Green?
It's not that kind of call, Kim.
Oh, sorry.
So for phase 1, that's all. Other than then you have your dinner at night. The last thing at dinner for the first phase is you're going to have, again, your pills, your optimized pills, and then you also are going to take this Soothe, 2 more pills. That just helps, your digestion and, keeping you calm, your stress down and whatever. So that's it for the first phase. I'm going to turn it over to Christy. You want to talk about the second phase? Yeah. So Oh, I will say one thing. For my first phase, the first 2 days I was extremely tired. Like I took a nap the first day. I was really tired. The second day was better. Other than that, my energy has been through the roof. Joe will tell you, like, I jump out of bed in the morning. He's like, why are you so awake right now? Like, there's no coffee. There's no, wine or alcohol. There's no strenuous exercise. But for some reason, with this combination of all these foods, I personally have some days that I feel like my energy goes down, but once I eat or have my shake, I've been fine. So that's me personally. I've been sleeping like a baby. So turn it over to Christy.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So I'm on day 14 right now. I'll be going into the restore phase, which Kim is in now, but I'm just finishing up the release phase. And it's pretty much the same thing that Jenny was just saying. You're taking the same supplements. You're doing, the only thing different with this week is you're not allowed to have any animal products at all. So you're not having any yogurt. There's no eggs, which, you look back at the first week and you're like, oh, I missed that because I really miss my yogurt. But other than that, you're just eliminating all animal products from your diet. So you're really doing fruits and veggies. And then the other thing is they're introducing the detox supplement that helps. It's basically removing the toxins from your colon. So that's why the release phase. So I've heard, I don't know about Jenny and Kim, but everybody experiences the bathroom phase at one point during the reset. I haven't experienced that phase yet. I don't know about you girls, but at one point it will hit you. So I'm not really looking forward to that part. But other than that, I feel really good. I have to say it's minimized my stress. It's definitely calmed me down. I'm not wired on coffee and alcohol. Like Jenny was saying, she wasn't feeling herself for a year, but that's pretty much me. I was miserable with myself. I didn't feel like I was doing what I should be doing as a coach. So this was a brand new start, just doing this reset. The diet isn't so bad for me because I was already a pescatarian, so I'm just eliminating the fish. I don't eat a lot of dairy, but I found myself in the last year going to eat those foods that I'm not supposed to eat for my diet. I was eating a lot of gluten and dairy, so the weight was coming on. And right now, I'm down 9 pounds today. So in 14 days, I'm like, I feel better. I don't know, I just don't feel so clouded. Like my head was in a cloud. And so I'm feeling good. I feel really refreshed. And, it was a struggle. The first 2 days were hard. I think it was almost, I don't know what it's like to come off of drugs, but I feel like I was shaking and I was sweating, and Steve's like, what is wrong with you? I was so tired. I fell asleep on the couch. I was like Jenny said, I just literally passed out. But after the third day, I felt better. And then around day 4, between 4 and 7, I started some body aches in the lower back and legs. And I did take an Advil at one point. I did, because it was pretty bad. I was curled up in a ball on but it wasn't bad, it was like a period pain. And I took a Advil, but other than that, I've been great. I have to say, I really enjoy the recipes. They're brand new recipes, so it's kind of like a fresh start. The 21-day fix, it gets old after a while, even eating the clean recipes, it's the same ones over and over. So I just thought this was a great fresh start for me and for my team, because I have a couple of girls that are interested in doing that as well. So I think people seeing you stick with it and posting on Facebook and, showing the support, like I have Jenny and Kim, people are proud of me. They're like, I can't believe it. And I've managed to go to, I want to let you know, I've managed to go to 3 birthday parties, 1 a surprise party with rounds of shots for everyone. I turned it all down. I've gone to a food truck event, and I have not had any alcohol. I licked a couple potato chips. I did. I licked the potato chips, but I put them back, and that's it. I threw them away. I didn't put them back, but I threw them away. But so I did have the cravings, but I think at this point in it, I'm in it to win it, and I want to see what the results are. I'm really excited to see what the results are. So I think, basically phase 2 is just eliminating the dairy and the meat, which wasn't hard for me, but I don't know about you girls, because I don't know, I don't normally eat meat.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad for me, phase 2, because you still had the grains, which was really nice. And for me, it's carbs, and I love carbs. So, I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
So I'll share on phase 3. So phase 3 is pretty much just fruits and vegetables. You're eliminating the grains, but it does give you an option for grains as a snack if you feel like you need them and your energy is down, or you just need that extra booster in the day. So today was my first day of phase 3, and it really wasn't bad at all. I mean, I feel great. And so you're taking out the detox in the phase 3, and you're moving into the restore phase. So at the end of the day, before dinner, you're taking Revitalize, which helps restore healthy bacteria. It's your pre and probiotic that you're taking. I have to say the same thing. The recipes have been amazing. Like, I'm really impressed by them. I was scared shitless of this. I'm not going to lie. And I definitely didn't go into this to lose weight. My thing was going into this was because during the summer, I was supposed to do an elimination diet to try to see if there's triggers in my body, foods that I'm eating that are triggering inflammation in my body. And I just couldn't stick with it. I needed something more structured. And this is so structured and so easy to follow. I mean, the food part definitely takes a little bit. I feel like I'm constantly washing dishes is probably the only downside. And plus we don't have a dishwasher. So I'm like so over it. But at least like you're eating really good food. Like I said, and it's funny because I actually read somebody comment the same thing, that I find this easier to do than the 3-day refresh. And I think it's because you're eating such good food that's so tasty. So you really don't feel like you're missing out on much. Since starting this, you guys know I don't sleep. Like I sleep maybe 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours a night. Like I literally have been sleeping like 6, 7 hours some nights lately. I sleep like a freaking champ. My body, I feel amazing. Like I'm big, except for now because I'm talking, but I haven't been shaking that much at all. Like my tremors have gone down. I barely have any like stiffness or soreness or cramping in my body. So I think between like this and the yoga has been just something that my body has needed so badly. So I'm almost scared to come off of it to see what I'm going to feel like. Like I told Melissa today, like I'm giving up acupuncture and saving myself $300-$400 a week and just trying to, stick between yoga and just as much as I can eating like this. I definitely haven't stuck to it 100%. I'll be honest. I mean, I've been cheating here and there. Like if I have to crave something, like if I'm craving chocolate, I'll eat 2 Reese's just to get over it. And then I'll move on. And I did have 2 bags of chips one day, but besides that, I haven't been terrible. Like if I need a bite of something, I'll take it because I feel like that's just going to give me my little bite and I can move on from it. Hey babes. And then even the meal plan, like I was talking to Melissa today and like, I'm not stressing over things. Like it might call for collard greens one day, but I have a bag of kale in the fridge. I'm like, I'm not going to the store to buy collard greens when I have a whole bag of kale. Or if it calls from Swiss chard, like I'm not going to go buy extra stuff when I can just replace it with another vegetable instead. And then they even give you alternative meals. So if you find that something comes up, like they give you, is it tempeh? Is that how you say, or temp or whatever that rubbery crap is that I don't eat? They give you alternative meals, so you can just pick anything from that list. So like yesterday I meal prep, there's a soup that I really like. So I made it for 3 nights this week. So I don't have to keep recooking new things every single day. But all in all, honestly, it's really not it's not scary. Once you get started, it's actually very enjoyable. Sure, it's hard because like they said, like they went to parties and stuff. I've been out to pizza twice. Today, my whole family ate French fries. And what'd you have? Philly cheesesteaks in front of me. Literally, I picked up food for them another night. Like it's been insane. They've been eating junk pretty much every single night. They've been devoted to like pizza and takeout while I've been eating this. So it's been a struggle. Is that funny to you? Is that funny? What are you doing up? Yeah, it's mommy's not supposed to. You're supposed to be sleeping. But it's definitely like if you want to try something new, if you want to step out of your comfort zone, I definitely recommend doing it. I didn't think that I had weight to lose because I just lost 8 pounds when I did I literally just came out of a round of the fix and I lost 8 pounds on that. And I'm already down 8 pounds on this as well. So it definitely goes to show like, how much you can be cleaning up from your body. And, even as, the fix is clean eating, let's be real, it's not 100% clean eating, so it's definitely, if it's been on the fence of things for you to do, I would definitely try it. It's definitely enjoyable.
And to touch on what Kim said too, like you know, I had to let things go too, because, and thanks to them, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't leave the house. I'm gonna cheat and blah, blah, blah. And they were like, no, screw that. Like, you can't just live in a bubble. So I had to let things go. And like, I went to a pizza place. I brought my salad dressing. I ordered a salad and I sat there and watched them eat pizza, but I brought my dressing that I made at home. The dressings are really good. I love the dressings. This weekend I went to my friend's yacht club, and everyone was taking shots and eating all this cheese, you know, fries and cheeseburgers, and I brought all my stuff. I packed up all my stuff for the day, and it took me forever. Joe was like, can we ever leave the house? Because you have to prep all your shit. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to cheat. So this is what I have to do. And I'm not going to lie too. I have cheated too. I have not had any sweets and I have not had any wine, which is huge for me, or any alcohol. And if you know me, I'm a diehard Florida State fan. We got our asses kicked this weekend, and all I wanted to do was take a shot, but I didn't. So I went to a party at my friend's house and watched them eat barbecue and all that other stuff, buffalo chicken dip, and I took a couple bites of a buffalo chicken dip because I was like, it's my favorite. So I have had fries, but I'm not like eating a meal. I'm just like what Kim said, I'm taking a couple bites and then I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But we just didn't want my husband to feel like we were cooped up for 21 days and like he couldn't live his life. So I've been trying to just like go with the flow. I get nervous when I'm gone for too long. So I'm like, you know, that's why I pack all my stuff up. But,
yeah, I've done the same thing as Jenny. Like if I'm stuck somewhere and it's been hours and I'm starving, I'll just grab a salad and I'll make sure that there's no meat or no cheese, and it's literally just vegetables in the salad, and you know, and I'll put a balsamic on it to play it safe.
Yeah, put balsamic on it. Yeah.
And I saw Brienne asked what's like a typical meal in the last phase. So like today I'm on day 15, and breakfast was a fresh fruit plate with whatever seasonal and fresh fruit are in your area. So for example, it said 1.5 cups of sliced green apples, 3/4 cup of sliced pear, 1 cup of mixed berries, 3/4 cup of peach slices, and 1/2 cup of diced honeydew melon. I don't eat fruit. It's a lot of fruit.
A lot of fruit. And I go crazy with that shit too. I love fruit.
And I hate fruit. So like what I've been doing is I take the fruit and I actually put it in my shake for breakfast. So am I following it 100%? Probably not. But at the same time, I'm still getting results and I still feel great. So that's what I'm sticking to, because I still want to be able to eat that fruit, and I just can't eat it plain. Lunch day was an Asian cabbage salad, which was really good, with a quarter sliced medium avocado and miso soup, which so was really delicious, super filling. And then dinner was a baked sweet potato and garlic veggies. And my bowl of veggies was ginormous. Like it took everything I had to get it down. And then there's snack options, and there's like different fruits or veggies that you can eat. And then, like I said, there's different grains that you can have too as a snack. So
I just wanted to touch on how I feel as far as my Hashimoto's. I know some of you might have challengers that have Hashimoto's, or I think Melissa, don't you? Or was it somebody had? Erica. Okay. So, yeah, I feel I was having a lot of joint pain and inflammation before I started. And I was ignoring it. I knew it was because I was putting the bad things into my body, like the gluten, and that just triggers inflammation for me, and the dairy. So I have to say, after the leg pain subsided, which was after the first week, I haven't had any pain at all. Like usually I have joint pain in my elbows, nothing. And it wakes me up at night, and I've been sleeping really well. And I have to say, I feel completely new again. And like Kim was saying, you had a hard time sticking to your elimination diet when you have restrictions because of health reasons. It's really hard to stay on path with that, no gluten, no dairy, no meat, whatever. And this definitely was a big jump for me to do as well. I think this is going to help me stay focused for a while on that, and hopefully I won't go off track again. But I do feel more refreshed. I was basically living off of coffee and Energize, and eating, snacking in between. But I miss my Energize definitely. But I'll get it back in a week, so that'll be fine.
That's awesome, Christy. I love hearing that you guys both had, issues with your health that have been resolved just by doing this, and you're not even done with the program. It's to me, it's amazing. And I'm with you with the coffee. Like, I didn't think I'd be able to live without coffee. You can have green tea, or not green tea, herbal tea that's decaffeinated if you're really feel tired or whatever. I have only had one cup of tea. I haven't even needed it personally. But that is allowed if you need to have it. I don't think I've told you guys how much I've lost. So I lost 10 pounds in 8 days, and I had my period, by the way. So I was like,
I think we've all had it.
I think we all have. So we're all going to have good after results, after pictures. I will say that I was getting so excited to see the scale move every day that this week I've gone up 2 pounds. So I've been stressing about that. And I actually posted in one of the groups, and they were like, get off the scale. This is a journey, the whole thing, because your body's doing different things in different phases. So, and I know this, but I just was like, oh my gosh, why is this happening? And I'm just so focused on the number at this point, because I was getting excited. But just going to stay off the scale until the end, or at least till next week sometime. But anything else you guys want to add? Do you guys have any other questions?
I saw yours, Erica. You asked what happens afterwards, and you slowly, like, it gives you week 1 so that you can you're supposed to continue eating fruits and vegetables, and you can slowly add grains back in. Like, it tells you what to do. And it's just like an elimination diet, because you slowly introduce foods at a time. And they say that if you start to feel bloated or irritable at any point, or sleep disturbances, then you know that food is an intolerance to you. And that's obviously what I was looking for before. And then, like, week 2, you start to add more grains back in, and then you can have some beans. And then week 3 and 4, it tells you what to do also. And then it tells you, like, foods to avoid right after for the next month: any processed food, refined sugars, artificial sweeteners, soda, sugary condiments, tobacco, and alcohol. It's safe to say I'm sure we'll all be having a drink on day 22.
I know. I was like, and I want a big ass burrito. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to skip through at least 4.
Yeah, that might be all of us. And it says same thing with exercise, like, slowly work your way back into it. By the 2nd week, you should be full speed ahead, it says, but the 1st week after. And they said the only kind of exercise you should do, I think, was walking or yoga is pretty much the only 2 things you should be doing. So it goes great to do the 3-week yoga retreat. And I have to say, I've really been enjoying it.
Me too.
Really,
I was actually going to tell you guys too that I was freaking out about the no weights. I know Kim was too. And I was like, I'm just going to sneak in some of the harder workouts. Maybe not the weights, but I'll just going to sneak them in. And I'm like, you can't. Like, your body really can't. I mean, there are some days that I'm like, oh my God, I feel lightheaded. I'm going too fast. Like, 2 weekends ago, I think it was, Lindsay and I took the kids to get our nails done, and we can walk there. So we walked from our house to the shopping complex. I almost passed out when I came home, because it was 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It was hot as hell. I was like an hour late for lunch, and I was just like, all I did was walk. But it's just like, you can tell your body there's certain things that and you can walk on this thing, but it's just like, they don't want you walking at noon. You want you walking early in the morning or at night. But your body definitely tells you. And I was like, oh, I'm a badass. I can do this. And I was like, I need to sit down. Like, so you just really have to listen to your body and follow the book. So,
yeah. And once you go into the maintenance portion of this, after your 3 weeks, you can continue with the minerals, the supplements. So you'll take, like, the greens, and you'll take the mineralized, and, all that. But you just take different amounts. So, like, normally the detox you take 4 times, or not, the mineralized you take 4 times, you'll just take it 2 times a day. So you can purchase that through the website as well.
And then the grocery bill, like, I followed and it's nice because it gives you the shopping list week by week. And, like, I know we all went crazy week 1 buying everything that was on that grocery bill. And then by week 2, I had so much left over from week 1. I really didn't have to buy that much stuff. And then by week 3, I was like, I looked at the menu ahead of time, because a lot of it has just some of the stuff I'm just really not interested in. I'm sick of cooking at this point. So I just started making some things, repeating my meals, so it would be a lot cheaper. And honestly, I think I've probably spent a lot less doing this than I would, like, if I was eating regular dinners. And I didn't cook extra dinners for Dory and Hendrix. I mean, some of the nights they're eating the veggies with me as, like, a side to their chicken, if they're not going out to get pizza and burgers or whatever they've been eating besides that. But they've been enjoying, like, when I make the soup, Dory loves it. He asks me to make an extra batch all the time. So you know, I guess it depends what your household typically eats, but I didn't find it a huge inconvenience at all.
Yeah, I made a dinner tonight. I made it earlier this afternoon, and I put it on the counter, and I came in and Steve was eating it. So he ate my dinner. He loves it. So the soups are amazing.
Yeah.
They're all so easy too. Like I always thought it was so intimidating, like to make soup and stuff. Like I'm not a big cook. I love baking, but the recipes are easy to follow and they're really delicious. They're definitely going to be on my weekly rotation.
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
I, on the other hand, my kids and family are not enjoying this at all. So except for Juliana. Juliana's my eater, so she will try everything. Jada thinks everything's gross. She feels so bad for me drinking the Power Greens. She's like, oh, I feel so bad for you, Mommy. You have to drink that green stuff. Joe is like the pickiest eater too. So I'm making 2 dinners. Maybe I'm Mom of the Year, but I'm trying to do like, I'm going to never let him forget this. I'm making crock pot things. I made a meatloaf one night. I made things that like will last longer and take out for them too. Spaghetti. I made spaghetti. I made tacos. Like easy things that I can make, you know, bigger portions for them. That's what I've been doing, or they've been having takeout. But I'm like, the easier the better for me. But my bill hasn't been that high either. I think that it seems like a lot, but I feel like you get so much of it, you can last a few days of it. I'm not buying all the meats and stuff, and that's kind of expensive. So I feel like that's kind of saving me there too. So.
And it's nice because a lot of times what you eat for dinner will be your lunch the next day. So it'll tell you like underneath your recipe, meal prep tip or something, double the recipe so you can have it for lunch tomorrow.
Well, I missed that in the first week, I feel like, because I was only making what it was telling me to make. And then I was getting pissed off. And then it would be like, oh, if you have leftover salmon. I'm like, well, if you would have told me to make leftover salmon, I would have made leftover salmon.
It tells you.
Yeah. So I'm like, I didn't see that little thing. And then if you read ahead, that's better. Because I was getting really annoyed. But what else?
Anybody else have any questions?
Nursing moms. No, you cannot do this in nursing moms.
Yeah. Yes.
Not enough calories for them.
Yeah, and I think because your body detox, it's not safe.
It's not safe.
Also, I've had some people ask me about working out on it, and I just tell them, because you know, like you girls said, you didn't want to give up the weights. This is the time for your body to just really relax and just be in tune with your body and let it recover and rest for the 3 weeks and not really push yourself. So the yoga and the walking is great. Even some bike riding, like light bike riding and stuff like that, but no strenuous workouts.
Yoga retreat. I think it's been awesome.
I love it.
I was worried about my muscles like getting weak, so I think that's really helped too.
Yeah. I've been sore, seriously, like every day from yoga.
Me too. I was like, man, why am I so sore? I'm like, oh, it's yoga.
Yeah.
So
who's going to give it a try? Who's going to be on board next? Yay, Erica. Bree, Holly.
I want to tell you guys, like, I've already sold one, and I have a girl today tell me that she was like, so me and my friends want to do this cleanse. And I'm like, oh, well, we have a 3-day refresh and we have the 21 day. She said, no, we want to do the 21 day. And I was like, oh, okay, that's awesome. So she's messaging with me, her and 5 friends.
Wow.
5 freaking challenge packs of this. If that's not even a challenge pack, like, I mean, I'm like, and that's just by me sharing. She said, I saw you were doing a cleanse. So you talk it up every day about whatever you're eating, however you're feeling. Kim talked about she ate chips. I talked about how I miss my alcohol. Everyone thinks I'm an alcoholic. But you know what I mean? Like, people are watching you when you think they're not. So one of the girls, I didn't work with her. She's in like the best shape. I'm like shocked she wants to do a cleanse. She's like, I just don't feel good. I don't want to lose weight. I just want to, and I'm like, okay. So, definitely something to consider, at least sharing about it and sharing with your downline. So boost that volume, baby, just in time. So what we were thinking is that if people did it on October, you can get all this done in October, 21 days in October, and then roll into Quarter Force, because that's going to be a big launch. So that's our goal, is that we were thinking boost the volume in October, and then we can roll into that new program. So that was kind of like our thinking game plan for the end of the year. Anything else you guys want to add? All right. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this made it not so scary for you guys, and at least consider it. And just continue to cheer us on for the last week. Go girls.
Bye, ladies.
Have a good night.
Good night.